coming up on Design Science. Did you know that the setup of your bedroom can make or break the way you approach your work? Most people think interior design is all about picking out pretty things. Well, I have a little secret for you. At the heart of every fabulous home design is science. I'm Julie Couch, and I'm here to help you take out the guesswork using tried and true formulas. Together, we'll explore the theories that lead to guaranteed gorgeous interiors. This is Design Science. When it comes to the bedroom, incorporating color theory, space planning, and textiles all enter the equation. Style, lifestyle, and goals for the space all play a part. One thing most people agree on is that the bedroom should elicit a sense of relaxation, a place where you don't feel stressed, you can gather your senses and take a load off. I like to start with selecting a bed and a light fixture right off the bat, and from there I add other touches to create a unique haven. Setting the tone for your bedroom. What do you choose first? For me, I really like to choose the bed. Obviously, it is the focal point of the room. It's going to dictate the style of the room. In this case, we did a 6-foot headboard, so it's very grand, it makes a statement. It's also a little more feminine with this nice curve. And you can see there's also a little bit of curve on the bedside tables that line up exactly with the top of the mattress. When deciding on a side table, you really want to take into account the height. These are about 30 inches. This bed obviously is very grand. So the bottom line is the top of your bedside table should always line up with the top of your mattress. You can also see that this bed is so grand, it takes up half of this room. So the equation of it being 1/2 sleeping, 1/2 lounging, it really works well to keep this room really intimate and to feel really full and to feel like a little cocoon. And of course, the purpose of a bedroom is always to have a place to curl up and get great sleep. And if you're not rested, you are not happy. Many times I meet with clients for the first time and I ask them their priority for budget and timeline. And many times they tell me they want to do all the public spaces and their bedroom can just wait until later. I approach my home from the opposite perspective. It was the most important for me to create a really comfortable, restful room that I could really wind down at night and have great sleep. So the bedding obviously was very important to me. I love to tell clients to get all their real life pillows, that's what I call them, because they get wrinkled and they get messy, but to have something really fabulous in front of them, whether that's 3 big Euro pillows or these are called grand Euros, they really kind of conceal all the messy things. And then instead of having a million pillows that look really messy, I have one big bold statement in the front. So one big bold lumbar, and it really accomplishes this very finished look. The headboard was important to me to be comfortable. So I definitely wanted something that looked cool. So I did this kind of ruched fabric, but I read every night in bed. And so I wanted to have something comfy to rest on. You're gonna wanna think about the size of your bed when you're doing all the placement. We chose to do a king size bed. We actually planned the bedroom to have windows flanking the bed, and this was the most generous bed we could have, depending on your space. And if you want to create another lounge area, you might have a little bit smaller bed, still outfit it beautifully, but maybe that extra space is where you create that secondary comfy spot with your chaise or your sofa, your love seat, or your chair.
When you think about creating a home, I know we all want to create a sanctuary. This is actually just off of our primary suite. We love it because it is the one room that feels very restful. The light, you can see, is very ethereal. It's almost like a cloud. It's a bit spa-like. And then big, oversized, comfortable chairs, which are great to lounge, to read. When you create these spaces, you want to have your favorite things in them. We've got tons of bookshelves with different art, books we love. And then I really wanted a little bit of something special and something unique. So I did this printed grass cloth, and it has a very cool kind of shimmer to it. Also, we really wanted to keep the furniture minimal. So we have these great big windows. We wanted that to be the star. We look out on the pool, which is great. Traversing drapes, which will open and close easily. And then just an open floor plan. So you can really walk around, it's restful, nothing is crowded, and it really creates an extra layer to our primary suite. Walking into this side of the house, as soon as I close the doors, it immediately transforms into more of an adult space. We really need to reserve our beds for sleep. We don't need to work, we don't need to be on a computer. We really need those spaces to be quiet and very serene. You always need a space to put your feet up, to relax. You don't need a whole nother space. You just need a devoted area that is specifically yours. This bedroom is a great example of just a classic layout. It works so well. There are 2 storage pieces, plenty of drawer space, very simple table layouts. We have great symmetry in this room, which is always very restful. This is a guest room. It could be an older child's room. It's very simple. It's a clean palette. And of course, I've thrown in a little bit of an unexpected antique at the end of the bed, just so it still looks very intentional and very beautiful. A great rule of thumb when you're planning a bedroom space, if you have a really large bed like this one, this is a king size bed, it's pretty dramatic in the middle of the room, you want to make sure that your side tables really balance that bed. You want the scale to be appropriate. These are about 32 inches. It's really nice to have something that does have drawers, that feels a little weightier. You could even do a skirted table that still has a skirt to the floor. You're going to have the same effect and it's going to look really finished. The formula I like to use to measure the side tables, they should be no larger than the width of the bed when measured side by side. With the right tools, there's no reason every bedroom in your home can't feel like the perfect escape. Thank you for watching. See you next time.